MP against Maxey. And here's Doncic from the arc. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Drummond with a screen on Doncic. Butler from outside. The Lakers with the rebound. LeBron's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Maxey with it. Oh, and he misses the dunk. 2 on the clock. And James with the layup. James has got 8.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Los Angeles. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Joel Embiid out there with Yabusele. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Edwards. And it's Butler in at the 1 spot. We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything we could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe, in any of those regions. They do a great job, and those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot in flux, and players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, to have the passion, and to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone in Anthony Edwards to look up to.
Here's Embiid, and off the front iron, and in it goes. Embiid's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Hey, Sean, for the past decade that you've been a major player in the NBA, it's been LeBron's league, it's been Curry's league. Who else is going to take over this league, you think, coming up around the corner?
Given the NBA Finals we just had, we have to throw in Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Luka Doncic into the fold as far as faces of the NBA. But Nikola Jokic is so good. He will be one of the guys for a while. Giannis Antetokounmpo, you have to mention him as well. But ultimately, you have to also keep an eye on Victor Wembanyama, the way that Victor Wembanyama could take over the league. And already, so early, was so special. Victor Wembanyama is someone to keep an eye on.
Okay, they've just passed a note down to me, or Dan here. What about Anthony Edwards at Minnesota? He's another one, right? Young American player who is really making an impact. Anthony
Edwards, Devin Booker, you have to consider those 2 as well. And it's special, the crop of young players that we have coming up in this league. One of them is...
J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Now, Maxey. Here's George. Takes the 12-footer and hits. George has got 10 points in the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
James finds MP. Back to James. There's 1:54 left here in the second. That one falls. LeBron's got the game tied up here for the Lakers. Outside, Maxey. Here's Embiid. And it's Luka with the rebound. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
Taking what the defense gives them. MP operating right in the middle of the court.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
I know you and I agree. They do, David. Thank you very much. McCain's shot is off.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
It's clearly been their edge in a close game like this. You look for every edge you can find.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Lakers on top, leading by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race.
These young fellas have been hot. Usually, I'd say it's too soon to tell much, but right now, they're balling.
The talent on display is undeniable. The endurance part, though, open question.
Well, as we check out the results of the first half for the Lakers, it's been neck and neck.
Once they gain position underneath the backboard, it's hard to push them out of there.
And even when they don't have position, they have guys who will knife in and steal rebounds, like you're stealing a piece of that cake over there, Kenny.
It's good, too.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done it fantastic.
We'll go for a different look here. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hayes. Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt. Connect, he's checked in for LeBron. And MP subbed in for Doncic. Outside, Maxey. Here's Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Butler against MP. Just 5 to shoot. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
76ers ball. Coming into the floor for your Lakers. Number 2, Jared Vanderbilt.
1 second left. The shot will not fall. And so it's Los Angeles in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And their ability to get points in the pick. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Mark, you had a chance to defend a lot of great scores in your time in the NBA.
Yeah, I did. It wore me out too, partner. I mean, I think the attitude of those guys stands out. Their relentlessness, the skill level obviously was there, but it was the relentless pursuit of the basketball and scoring opportunities. Bernard King, Larry Bird, Alex English, Marcus Johnson was near the tail end of his prime, but he was a problem too. I mean, there were a number of guys in that. Kelly Tripucka, whew, yeah, don't make my head spin.
Up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. Gabe Vincent is out there with MP. And it's Hachimura in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And a deep 3 from MP. And it's Council with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 18. Butler on the wing. The 76ers again can't hit it.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
That is big time by Hachimura. No mercy at all.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Butler. Plays it up and banks it in.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
LeBron passes to MP. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 6 assists now in the game.
A great sign for MP in his career, the ability to convert in traffic.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And we'll go for a different look here. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hayes. Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt. Connect, he's checked in for LeBron. And MP subbed in for Austin Reed. MP with a screen on Butler. Vincent finds MP. There's the 3. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
And, guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LeBron.
I'll tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
Gordon against MP. Gordon. At the elbow, it's Drummond. The kick outside to Butler. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.
Way to bring the effort tonight.
Wins pay the bills, baby.
Feeling pretty good, huh?
No doubt, Coach.
Long season. Time to grab that lunch bell and go to work.
He's about to tear it up.
And Pete, you got that look in your eye tonight.
see you on our Lakers Visit Day. The first 10,000 fans that subscribe will receive this memorable giveaway. You can take this vintage glass or a summer basketball cap to show who your squad is. The National Basketball Association and the Los Angeles Lakers are committed to safe and sports experience. We work hard to eliminate any disruptive behavior such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to